You might know Jarvis for his Fortnite ban, his boxing, or of course...
You're insane, Jarvis!
But how insane was Jarvis actually? Was his competitive Fortnite career a success before getting banned? Or was it really worth throwing away his potential for a viral video? Well, it's time to answer those questions. Jarvis began streaming and playing Fortnite on his Xbox at the end of March. And even though there are no more clips of these streams since he got banned on Twitch, we could still see that he was insanely good at pub stomping, as he already got hundreds of wins under his belt. And this eventually got confirmed when he made his Fortnite debut on YouTube, getting a 17 kill win on the channel of his brother Kay.
No, bro!
Let's go!
Just won!
First game!
But the console grind proved to be a short one, as he already switched over to controller on PC in April, and followed this with his first ever Fortnite video on YouTube in May. Now this was the earliest game on PC that can actually still be found today, and in this video Jarvis labeled himself as the best Fortnite player in the world with a 20 kill game. But was this true? Well, not yet. He made great use of movement during fights, exploited the double pump strategy, and kept high ground in a dominant manner. But when it came to building, improvements could still be made. However, Jarvis started getting into competitive only 2 months later, and did this with various tournaments, the solo showdown, and even pro scrims. But this side of him wasn't shown on YouTube yet, as he would rather immerse himself into making content like his brother Kay. But in October, he changed his mind.
You know, I'm only doing playground. I may as well give it a shot. I'm not usually good at these like kill-based tournaments, but I thought I'd give it a shot.
A friend of Jarvis got ditched in the middle of a 2v2 tournament. Jarvis decided to fill in for the semi-finals, he clutched up, and his friend ended up winning the entire tournament. This performance was absolutely crazy from him, and he improved a huge amount compared to a few months earlier. He ended the game with 16 kills in a high pressure environment, and it really showed the potential that Jarvis had for competing. But it didn't end there, as FaZe Clan started recognizing this potential as well. He got invited to the FaZe house, did vlogs and other content videos, but also kept focusing on his competitive progression, as he continued playing scrims and tournaments. Jarvis had now found the perfect hybrid between content and competitive, as he would mainly upload content videos on YouTube and grind competitive on Twitch. However, his desire for competing grew stronger and stronger in 2019. So was he going to fulfill his potential? The year 2019 was a year where Fortnite went hard on open tournaments, and from here on we could see how good Jarvis really got at competitive. He started the year off with daily practice streams and teamed up with the FIA for the Share the Love event in February, where they had a pretty rough start. This is because their placements were mostly average, until they eventually managed to get a 3rd place in there, which was actually quite decent. But more tournaments were on the way. He got a top 50 placement in the Gauntlet Solos event, teamed up with Mygo for a 44th place in the Scallywag Cup, and got a top 150 in the Lux Cup when he played with Tafia again. These were some of the best placements of those tournaments, which meant that Jarvis wasn't really among the top competitors, something that we definitely did not expect. He was doing amazingly well in scrims, but now seemed to choke under pressure in real tournaments. Was this going to be the end of his successful hybrid? Well, not yet, because there was one giant opportunity in which he could prove himself: the Fortnite World Cup. And this was and still is to this day the biggest Fortnite tournament ever. This event would single-handedly forge ordinary players into living legends, and Jarvis wanted to be one of them, but the odds were strongly against him. This is because he played on the NA West region, and this region would only get 2 spots per week for the finals in solos and 1 spot for duos. So if Jarvis wanted to qualify for the World Cup, he had to turn up big. He played the World Cup warm-up with Karm, which didn't give him the result he wanted, and then teamed up with Gucci for the actual World Cup qualifiers. This time, it went a lot better. He made his first ever competitive earnings by getting 15th place in the first solo week, and then made $100 more in week 2. But wait, something was about to happen a day later.
Do you want to join FaZe?
Yes, FaZe Jarvis was created in the middle of the World Cup qualifiers, and it would give him an incredible boost of confidence for the remaining weeks. Or would it? He placed top 25 in the week following this, but then saw 2 very disappointing results in the 2 weeks after. It was now week 7, and time was running out to prove himself, until he did the impossible.
Bro, there's no way! Fine, yeah, I can't get in. I couldn't get in! Oh my god, bro!
Jarvis played the best games of his life, managed to get into second place which would qualify him to the finals, and then couldn't get into his last game. This was heartbreaking to watch at the time, and Jarvis failed to qualify in the remaining weeks as well, with the impossible happening again.
It's waiting for stop! I didn't get in. No, I'm going to break something.
But he remained positive, won Friday Fortnite, and told everyone that this was only the beginning. Little did he know, it was in fact the beginning. The beginning to a joke that became reality. Hashtag Free Jarvis. Jarvis didn't give up after the World Cup. In fact, he developed a lot as a player while playing the qualifiers. He took height and kept it like an alpha, navigated himself way better through endgames, and became a really good fighter. This meant that he was ready for the newly announced trio cash cups that he would play back in the UK. And he found the perfect EU duo for that. Kuna and Issa. The team was performing as expected, making $2,100 together, but then split again after Jarvis went back to LA for FNCS. Now it was time for redemption. The Fortnite Championship Series is a huge event, and this could be his moment to prove himself even further. He found a new trio in Kyle and Sheep and made it into the FNCS finals, where they placed top 15 and took home $400. Jarvis kept becoming better and better as a player, and with his YouTube channel growing like crazy as well, Jarvis was unstoppable. Or was he? Because his competitive event suddenly ended after that FNCS final. And the reason?
I'm not sure how many of you know this, but I've actually been permanently banned on Fortnite for life.
Jarvis got banned from Fortnite for using aimbot in a video, and this ended his chances of ever continuing his career in competitive Fortnite. The hybrid had now officially came to an end. Better yet, he couldn't make any Fortnite content with his own gameplay anymore. This is when he decided to take a break and move back to his family in the UK for a bit. And when he came back, he chose the path of vlogging. Now we all know that this eventually worked out, and that it skyrocketed his career to a whole new level with new all-time highs in views and subscribers and plenty of other victories. But was it worth throwing away his potential in Fortnite? Well, that's a complicated question to answer. When we watch some of his gameplay before he got banned, we can clearly see that his aim and building was still on point, with even a few hints of piece control here and there before it got popular. But we can't really tell how he would perform in tournaments as he didn't play any. In fact, he missed out on the most crucial seasons for controller players, Chapter 2 Season 1 and 2, where aim assist was broken and piece control started getting implemented. I personally think that he could have become a high placing controller player with these new crucial factors in place, as Jarvis had drive, experience in competitive, good fighting skill, and the ability to adapt to new metas fast. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that we would see a content creator be a pro player as well. Look at Fresh for example. So it probably wasn't worth getting banned over a potentially viral video in the short term. However, in the long term, it definitely was. The ban forced Jarvis to switch over to vlogs and IRL content, and there wasn't a better time to do so. He was still in FaZe, providing him with endless opportunities for content, and he was one of the first in the Fortnite community to fully branch out to this type of content. This gave him the time to build up something special, and the results clearly show how successful this decision turned out to be. Many Fortnite players and creators are now stuck playing and underperforming in a game they hate, or are scared to jump into a new niche of content as they never tried something new, while Jarvis has gone clear from Fortnite as a YouTube personality. And that beats any Fortnite placements in the long term. Now this was the video, please leave a like if you enjoyed it, check out my team Saints in the description, and I might see you guys in this other video right here.